Welcome to Scene Investigators. You're basically an investigator that goes in and investigates what happened. And you basically go into the scene and you figure out who done it, how did it happen. There's going to be a few questions in each scene, and basically the goal is to try to answer all the questions correctly. So I guess we could try it out. For file. Select a game mode. Assisted mode is the game provides a clue list as the clues are found, allowing players to refer back to them during the investigation. In addition, players are informed of incorrect answers to help them understand where they might get their hypothesis wrong. Or detective mode. The game caters towards a more realistic investigative experience. No hints or in-game help will be provided. Only a full, correct hypothesis of the crime scene can lead to all the right answers needed to solve the case. I think we should try detective mode. I also have a sheet of paper next to me, just in case I want to take notes. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of the author's imagination or are fictitious. Any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons living or dead is entirely coincidental. Yeah, that would be weird. That would be really, really odd. You're like, oh my god, that's my so-and-so's name. And that's exactly how they died. That would be such a coincidence. Scene Investigators is an experience created for detective, true crime, and escape room fans. I'm huge on escape rooms and true crime and detective stuff. You know those boxes you can just order and you try to investigate, a crime that happened? You're not in the scene, but this one's more realistic and you're actually in the scene. It is not meant in any way to replicate a real crime scene and the steps involved in solving it. This game was designed purely for the sake of fun and entertainment for its intended target audience. I love it.
Hello, Agent. I am your personal assistant for this exam. Please enter your name.
She is incredibly quiet, and I'm going to turn her up. My name is Jojo.
Is this the name you want recorded in our database?
Yes.
Creating your data file. Recording complete. Welcome to the crime scene reconstruction room. Prior to the exam, here are some important notes to go through. First, observe each scene carefully.
My eyes are open.
Analyze everything on site and pay close attention to seemingly insignificant details. Second, not all interactable objects are important, and not all that are non-interactable are unimportant. You have to decide which ones can help with the investigation. Third, when there aren't enough evidence present in the crime scene, you will need to trust your intuition, fill in the missing gaps, and make smart, calculated assumptions. Fourth, when all else fails, don't give up. Take a break. Comb through the crime scene again and revisit the clues previously gathered with fresh eyes. Now that we've gone through them, let's do a preliminary trial, shall we? This has no bearings on your overall grade. It's to see if you've come to grasp with the fundamentals of the exam to come. Are you ready?
I believe so.
Understood. Loading preliminary trial. Loading complete. Good luck.
Okay, so the situation. The police have arrested a man they suspect to be about to rob a bank. They confiscated items found in the van the man was standing by. The police were able to get the man to give up the names of his accomplices. They threatened him with Oreos. It is suspected that the man and his accomplices might also be involved in the purse snatching of Helen Turner. However, all the police have are the items from the getaway van, the criminal record of the 3 men that were going to rob the bank, and the incident report from Helen Turner. Using what is available, can you answer these questions asked in this case file? Okay, F, pause menu, camera, photo album, notepad. Oh, you could take notes in game. That's nice. Exam questions. Who was the getaway driver? Who was involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? Oh, and you could do multiple. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Lily Pad Ave. That's pretty good. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting breezy. Distracted by the road names. Okay, so the van location, the initial arrest, and the bank. An ATM, cart, convenience, location of incident. Would that be when they stole her bag? Maybe it's in here somewhere. My master plan, Cloverbank monthly swap. Lorenzo will send all of us exact dates. Okay, I'm gonna write his name down. Lorenzo will send us the exact dates. Part 1 of swap. It's a 20-minute window, every second counts. Position. Get in, get out. Minimum security at a time. Security swaps. That's the same time. Oh yeah. Too much activity. Plan B. Activity returns to normal at like 4:10-ish. May have to resort to robbery at gunpoint. Plan C. Wait another month. Don't have time. 55%. Oh, like how they're gonna split the money? Oh, okay. So we got 4 people. We got Lorenzo, we got the man with the plan, we got the getaway driver, and the helper. Feels like Lorenzo really isn't that big. He's just the one that like sends the time. Is it gonna read all of this? Okay, no, it's just gonna tell me what's important. Maybe that'll be important. Okay, so Helen was the one that got her stuff stolen. She reported this. Suspect unknown, light skin, taller than 5'5". Corner of Harmonia Street and Xanadu Ave? Oh yeah, okay, so that would be when the bag was stolen. So, the bag itself, 4 keys. The phone, her wallet, credit card, lottery ticket. Oh! Do you think she would have had a winning lottery ticket? That's why they took it? So they would have overheard her talking about it? Okay, so now we got some suspects. So we got Frank. He is taller than her. Okay, so 1992, stole some stuff, shoplifting, conned money, 5 years, ugh. So it's like he spent 5 years in jail, got out for like 2 more years, did it again, went back in, took a couple of months, and then did it again. I guess you don't really know what else to do. Having done forgeries, okay. So he forges stuff. But it was never proven, he was never convicted. He's 35 years old. And he's been arrested 3 times. And we got ourselves a Chad! Oh my god. He is also taller. Also has brown hair. Light skin. He is 28 years old. He's been sentenced twice for identity theft and already robbing a bank. Okay. We got Anthony Young. Also taller. He's got black hair though, and he's 38 years old, so he's the oldest so far. He got in for theft, breaking and entering, con money from a woman. Theft and conning, just like the first guy. Oh, it's a personal statement. I was at home pretty much the whole morning. I went to Wake Up Call Cafe to meet up with a friend around 2. Nothing to note happened. I just told my friend that the news had announced the winning numbers of the lottery I played, and I had won some money. Okay, so yeah, it was said out loud that she said that she did it. And I was gonna cash it in today. We made plans to meet up again to celebrate. I left the cafe about 45 minutes later and headed towards the cart convenience. That was around the time that I got knocked over by a man coming up from behind me. Next thing I knew, I was watching him turn around the left corner with my purse in his hands. You never really think such things would happen to you until they do. All I can remember is that he was a bit taller than me and he had dark hair, light skin. As soon as I was able to gather my wits, I asked a passerby to call the police. Okay, so someone was at the cafe with her, heard that she was winning some money, and he was like, I'm gonna do it. Alright, we got some money. It's pretty nice looking. It's an old 100. It's got the red numbers. Are they supposed to be forged, or just the money that she got? Am I supposed to count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 620, 635, 640. Okay. Sticks. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at. I don't know if that's important. Oh, I can examine. Okay, we got some text messages. Oh, and then the phone owner. So we have someone's phone. So I'm gonna write down just the last 4 digits. 4019. Are you sure we can trust this guy? He seems all over the place. I know you hate unpredictability, but we've already seen what he can do. I'm sure it'll be fine. Lorenzo vouched for him personally, so 409 is not Lorenzo. He was just a temp anyway. And then 4019 said, but I hate Lorenzo as well, but someone that has his respect must be at least somewhat capable. Okay. We have 1330 says, hey, do you have time? I overheard something real interesting. $600 cash. It'll be real quick and it's on the way. Okay, so this is the person that was at the cafe. Oh, so they must have cashed it and that's why there is cash. Boss told us don't use this number if it's not related to the job. The phone owner is not the boss. You're too loyal to that guy. Isn't he younger than you? Boss equals younger. We go a long way back. Besides, there's rumors that he was already stealing big time at just 8 years old. In that sense, he's my senior. Was there a juvenile detention center? Psh, whatever. You in or not, we can split it 50-50. Well, send me the details on the other phone. I'll decide then. And then we got 4566. That's gotta be Lorenzo, because he was gonna be the one that sent the date. What was the questions? Who was the getaway driver and who was involved in stealing the purse? Well, I wanted to see. Who isn't that guy younger than you? So the oldest guy would be Anthony Young. So we know the boss is not Anthony Young, because Anthony was 38. Yeah, so it cannot be him. Boss was stealing at 8 years old. So does anyone have juvie or detention center? He was 18. They might not have his like juvenile record on here because it would have been like the first thing when he turned 18 would have finally went on his record. 1925. The 4019 number was talking about how they had seen what this guy could do. Did they ever go to something together? Soulgate Penitentiary. Soulgate Penitentiary. 1992? 03? Yeah, because he was there for 5 years, so he would have been there until 1997? Oh, sorry, this is 03. Poof. Willow Bay? Oh, okay. That's 5 years at Willow Bay. So he would have gotten in 6 months after. So Frank and Chad would have known each other? So Frank, he's got a bunch of experience. He's done it. He was 18 when he went and got on his record. He's just knows what to do, how to go about it. Chad Harris would be the quote helper. So he's robbed a bank before. Anthony would be the getaway driver. Yeah. We might have to resort to robbery at gunpoint. See, and Chad's done that before, and he's the helper, is what I'm thinking. I might just try it. So who would have been the getaway driver? I think that's going to be Anthony Young. And who was involved in stealing her purse? That would have been Anthony Young and Chad Harris. Assuming that, you know, it's on the way, might as well get an extra $300 because they're splitting it 50-50, and that is my thoughts. Are you sure? Yeah. No? I gotta be on the right track, though.
Understood. Loading preliminary trial.
I will get it.
Good luck.
Just totally clean slate. Looking at the situation, they arrested a man suspected to rob a bank. Oh, so they snatched the guy who was standing by the van. And that would have been the getaway driver, and he's got $600 some odd. They confiscated the items, which is what we look at, found in the van by the man that was standing. So the man with the items is the getaway driver, and is suspected to him and his accomplices might also be involved in the purse snatching. Okay. The phone owner. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm literally just going to start a new sheet of paper. The phone owner is the one who got his stuff confiscated. So, man with the van, so the getaway driver. And then the getaway driver had the $600, which I believe means that's one person, because no one split it, unless they just hadn't split it yet. Oh, wait a second. It's this person that's like, hey, $600 cash, so they hadn't split it yet, because there's $600 in the basket. So it's the phone owner and 1330. And I thought Chad Harris would be 1330, because Chad is 35. Nope, Chad was 28. And he was saying, the boss is young, like, isn't he younger than you? So if that's Chad saying it to anybody else, it would have to be, he's talking about Frank to Anthony Young. So the phone owner must be Anthony Young. And then the helper would have been Chad. Getaway driver, phone owner, Anthony Young. Wasn't that my guess, though? Okay, Chad is the youngest. So, Chad might be the boss. He would have never Which would kind of make sense. So if Chad is the boss, he would have never been involved in the robbing of the purse. Anthony Young and Frank have stolen stuff before from civilians, from the elderly, so they would have done it. They would have been like, yeah, this is easy. Anthony and Frank. At some point... Oh, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so when I was getting at the point of these guys have a similar facility that they went to, correctional facility. 1999, 5 years, 2000, 5 years. So they were at the place together. So, quote, they go way back. So then that would be Frank owns the phone. Yeah, Frank would own the phone, and Chad is the boss. Frank and him go way back. So Frank is the one that owns the phone, and thus, ultimately, is the getaway driver. Yeah. Right? Oops. Okay, so the getaway driver would be Frank Carter, and then the people involved would have been Frank Carter and Anthony Young. And that's gotta be 100%. Right? Right, come on. Yeah, it is. Cool.
Which case file would you like